Are we standing? Sorry.
That was the pre before I actually needed you to your seat because we have such a full house. Boy, people just scurry. It's great.
That bell rings. We're on it.
I need more bells in my life. Good afternoon, everyone. Yes, I am starting early because we have so many amazing things happening yet again today. Thank you all for being here. As my Rotary year quickly winds down, this month feels especially meaningful. April reminds us of who we are. It is our theme, Rotary People of Action. My name is Janice Lemke, and I am so proud to be your 103rd president. I'd like past President Brock Fraser. Sorry, we laugh every week because he's so good at invocation, but I got a, hey, I'm running late, can Brock fill in today? So.
Thank you, Janice. Yes, I am coming in off the bench, back up. Thank you for putting up with this opportunity. Would you bow your heads, please? In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Heavenly Father, thank you. Thank you for, again, bringing us together and guiding us, leading us the way you do, to do the many wonderful things that this great club does, not only in our own community, but across our country and around the world. Thank you for the leaders in our club, the ones who gave us such a wonderful report last week on all the many projects that we handle. We are so fortunate, and this community is so fortunate. Once again, thank you to our wonderful staff in the kitchen that does such a great job for us, and our servers. We are so very fortunate. Welcome to our wonderful guests and our servicemen and women. We're thrilled to have you. These things we ask in the name of Christ the Lord. Amen.
Amen.
Okay, song, Sean Sennett.
I'm going to switch this up. I'm not going to do a rock out. All right, if you'll join me, I don't know. Oh.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
If anybody says play ball, thank you, Sean. I'm going to turn it over to past President Tom Crow, who is leading us into pledge, and our Sergeant of Arms.
Please join me in the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please be seated. We're going to change some things around. Imagine that. In the interest of time. First, I want to thank all of those who signed up for duties today. And for those who stepped in, multiple people stepped in at the last minute, so we thank you all. We're going to go ahead and start with our guest. Tom is ready to go. International guest. Murray, is this our last week to recognize you?
It is. We can't have Murray go without saying something then. I want to thank you for having me. That was great. I did sell my house this last week. So I'm happy about that, and I'll be back in October. Probably as a renter. Very good.
And then let's go to visiting Rotarians. I know we have a few. We have a district individual joining us.
Hello, everyone. I'm Joe Sweeney. I'm a member of the Prescott Valley Rotary Club. And a few months ago, we had one of your members, John Williams, came into our club. Wonderful. Yeah, really glad. I'm the district governor-elect for 1595, which is Prescott North. And some breaking news that Tina is now going to let you all know is that our district conference is going to be next April. Be a joint one with 5495 and 5300, and we're going to do it in Laughlin, Nevada.
Wow, great. Do we have other visiting Rotarians? Okay, great. We're going to go on. Do we have Larry or do we have guests or Rotarians?
I do believe so. Anyone who brought their guests with them, they can introduce them. So raise your hand or stand up.
Let's talk. Use the microphone, please.
All right. If you are a guest and your host would like to introduce you.
Okay, we're moving into not guests. I'm so sorry.
No, this is a guest of
Guests of
Rotary.
Rotarians. I am so sorry. I was thinking guests of our club. Thank you, Larry, for filling in. Go.
Okay. I have a guest today, Chelsea Ware, is joining me for the first. This is her first luncheon, and she's more interested, where she is interested in learning more about the club.
Welcome. Other guests or Rotarians?
Erica. Want to introduce Matthew?
Come right here.
Oh, there you are.
I told Matthew he's got to, sit with people he didn't know because I know him from BNI. Matthew's great. He's in my referral group and he's looking to learn about Rotary. So thank you, Matthew, for coming to join. Okay, do we have other guests of Rotarians?
I'm not standing close to her because it then shows how short I am or how tall she is. Happy to introduce Camilla Soleray joining us for her second visit.
Other guests of Rotarians? We got everybody? We got everybody. Wonderful. Welcome. Now, Larry, I apologize, guest of our club.
Okay, well, we've met Matthew, and he's actually here considering joining our happy family. So, welcome, Matthew. And then we have our two inductees today, Harrison Freed and Alistair Diaz. So we'd like to welcome them, and shortly they'll be one of us.
Thank you, Larry. Okay, we're going to go to the head table. I am so proud to have the individuals who have joined me, starting with Carol Wetzel. We have Gina, gentlemen. I mean, we mobbed her at the door. She couldn't even get in. It's so good to see you again. Past President Tom Thomas. We have Linda Casey, so thrilled to have you with us. Our speaker, Steve Casey, who sold out the room. I know, I'll stop giving you a hard time. I'll stop pumping you up, but this is all for you and Wetzel. And then, of course, we have our president of our foundation, Rosalie Hedrick. So welcome. Thank you guys for joining me. And this is where we're shaking it up. We're going to go into presentations now. So I'm going to invite, well, wait a minute. I'm going to wait because David's not here. Yeah? Okay, we're going to move to inductions. Past President David Thorson, I know, was running late. So I'm inviting Larry Cohn to come up, past President Tony Kern. We have Harrison Freed, and we have Alistair coming up to the front. Am I missing somebody? And Antoinette is on her way. Where's Antoinette? We're going to start with the introduction. Sorry, we got caught off guard because past President Dave Forson was stuck in traffic. So I'm going to turn it over to Larry. We'll start with the introductions.
All right, I'm happy and privileged to introduce Harrison Freed as a new inductee, a new member of our club. Harrison provided me a very detailed bio. I'm going to kind of summarize it because I know the boss is going to get me in for too much time. Harrison is a financial advisor based in Las Vegas here. He helps individuals, families, and business owners achieve their financial goals. He provides personalized, disciplined guidance to help his clients make confident decisions and implement strategies aligned with their long-term priorities. One thing I was very impressed when I met with him for his interview is the energy he puts into his business and what he wants to put into the Rotary. And he has a good heart and a passion for helping others. Prior to becoming a financial advisor, he worked in agriculture, managing large-scale operations. He is a graduate of Clemson University, where he got his master's, and the University of Rhode Island. He's only been here for a short period of time. Outside of work, Harrison enjoys spending time with family, friends, and his dog, Casey. So I'd like to welcome Harrison, and he can introduce himself a little bit more.
I'm Harrison. I'm ecstatic to be joining the group and looking forward to knowing each and every one of you at a deeper level.
Good afternoon, everyone. When Alistair visited us on January 26th to receive the Centennial Medallion, he told past President Jim Cole that he was interested in the Rotary Club of Las Vegas. Today, it is my honor, on behalf of his sponsor, past President Jim Cole, to introduce Alistair for induction. Alistair was born in Goa, India, and Rotary service runs in his family. His grandmother was a Rotarian in Goa and received her club's highest honor for her community service. That legacy, or this legacy of service, is clearly reflected in Alistair. Alistair has already demonstrated remarkable leadership and strong commitment to helping others. He has held some of the highest leadership roles available to an undergraduate student and has earned numerous awards for leadership and service. Way too many to mention now within our time frame. He is truly a remarkable man, and I believe he may be the youngest member inducted into our club. Year 21? 22, so very proud. If I may, his focus on making a real difference is especially evident in his research on food insecurity, including being invited to present his senior thesis at Harvard University. He has helped secure over $1 million in additional funding from the NSHE Board of Regents to support student scholarships, resources, and funding more than 450 student organizations. Alistair is currently serves as a global development analyst for the MLB Global Office and works as a legal assistant paralegal with, is it pronounced Raish Law? He plans to attend law school next year, no surprise. Alistair, we are proud to welcome you, and there is no doubt you will be an outstanding addition to the family of Rotary and to the Las Vegas Rotary Club. Perhaps you want a few words about joining?
First off, I can't believe that happened in January. It's already April. First of all, I want to say it's an honor to be here. It's a pleasure to join all of you alongside me, incredibly accomplished and well-deserving people. I'm going to keep my remarks rather short because I know we have a tight schedule today. But as Tony did mention, I am only 22 years old. Be 23 this year.
On the hill at 23.
But I did want to say that most of my service so far has been oriented on community. So just understanding where each individual is and what they bring to the table. My belief system is that I believe that everybody brings something of value to the table. Doesn't matter your background, it doesn't matter where you're from, it doesn't matter the color of your skin. I always believe that regardless of what you study, regardless of who you are, you bring something of value to the table, and I think we can use that to the benefit of not only the Las Vegas community, but Southern Nevada as well. And I'm honored to be here as a member of Rotary because I want to uplift those voices and I want to show other young people that Rotary is a place where you can bring your service goals to action, where you can collaborate with other people who are also service-oriented and make those dreams a reality. So once again, I want to thank you for having me here. It's an honor to be a member of your club, and I want to say thank you.
All right, our next part of the presentation, David Thorson will be doing the induction part of the presentation. Harrison, Alistair, please step forward.
Thor here.
Good afternoon, everybody. Sorry for being late here. My fellow Rotarians, it's my distinct honor to induct these two new members today. The Las Vegas Rotary Club has accepted you as people of good character, with high ethical standards, with a heart for service. Each of you should exemplify and bring to Rotary the very best of your businesses or professions, and take back to your businesses or professions the very best of Rotary, which we feel is the ideal of unselfish service and the four-way test. Rotary brings together leaders from all continents, cultures, and occupations to exchange ideas and take action to improve communities around the world, including Las Vegas. We are an organization committing to using our connections, experience, and skills to work together to create lasting change. Rotary uses the diverse perspectives of our 1.2 million members to solve the world's most challenging problems. Our club, as you know, focuses on early childhood literacy and other things. It's a real pleasure for me then, on behalf of all the members of this club, to formally welcome you into our midst. It is our sincere hope that your membership in Rotary will be one of the most pleasant experiences of your life. We extend each of you a sincere and hearty welcome to the Worldwide Fellowship of Rotary International. And please stand up and welcome the two newest members of Rotary in the world.
There you go.
That's better.
There we go. Come around and we'll get a good picture.
Right? Everyone look happy.
I am. I'm next to David Thorson.
Can I get a box?
I love it. Perfect.
All right.
And you just shut it off, but you'll shut it off so they don't see it while you're doing it.
I have, okay.
Okay. All right, next part of our program. We are going to go into our Wetzel Awards, which is always an incredible opportunity. Shh. Let's give them the recognition that they deserve.
All right, just trying to get caught up here on where we're at, how much I missed. Welcome to the Wetzel Awards. As you know, are one of our amazing things that we do to recognize 5 outstanding patriots that live in our community. They serve our country and serve our community. We had the pleasure of being out at Nellis Air Force Base to give them their awards last week, and now I get to join our lunch, and we all get to meet them. So really happy to have them here. I want to make a couple brief introductions before I call the winners up. I think Carol Wetzel, could you stand up? So Carol's the daughter of Scotty Wetzel, that this award is actually named after. Military brat, and she's been very, both her and her sister have been great about coming to our awards to continue this tradition. So we're really happy to have you and see you at lunch here. So it's great to see you. Also like to recognize Staff Sergeant Arista. Where's Staff Sergeant Arista? Did she come today? She's here, right? Stand up. She has been our liaison with Nellis Air Force Base for the last couple of years. She's moving on to a different assignment of being a mom. So please give her a round of applause. And her replacement will be our liaison for the next couple of years, we hope, is Staff Sergeant Maramo. Could she stand up and be recognized, please? So we look forward to working with you over the next however long you're in this position. So welcome and enjoy this situation. So what we're going to do is we're going to invite each awardee up here. We're going to let you say a few words. So tell us your name, where you're from, what you do for the Air Force, how many days you want to mention to us. It'll be a full citation here like last week. So we're going to pick up one at a time. Then once we're all done, we'll have you up at once for some pictures at the end. So with no further ado, I'm going to invite up Staff Sergeant Daniel Booker. So come on up.
Welcome. Thank you for having me and all the other winners of the Wetzel Award. Super awesome opportunity. I actually learned about the Rotary Club a few months ago. Coincidentally, my neighbor's a part of it, and Greg Paul, I believe. So I learned about the Rotary Club, had no idea that the Wetzel Award was even a thing or a something that you guys provided to the service members. My leadership put me in for it, me unbeknownst, and ended up winning. And you guys have been incredibly generous. I'll give you a little bit of background of myself so you guys kind of understand what I do in the Air Force. And Staff Sergeant Daniel Booker, I've been in the Air Force for 14 years now. I am intending to make a career out of it. I haven't figured that out. 14 years of commitment. So, I'm going to continue to do so. I'm in special operations in the Air Force. My job is tactical air control party. And so I kind of live with the Army. Most of my career I've lived with the Army, and that's who I support. We call in airstrikes for them. It's my kind of job. So I work on the ground, I get embedded with the Army, and I support the Army. And we learned a couple of wars ago, if you will, that the Army and Air Force speak very different languages. And we needed somebody that could speak both and kind of liaison and bring that point of communication between the two. So that's when the TACP job was created back in the Vietnam era. And we have continued to do that since then and continue to integrate and embed and become great partners with the Army. And so I get the unique opportunity in Vegas to be a teacher now. So I've been doing my job long enough that now I instruct them how to do that, and I get to be on an Air Force base, and I get all the nice things that the Air Force provides that the Army does not get. And it's been an absolute blessing and wonderful time. I've been in Vegas for about 2 years now, teaching how to do my job. Just wanted to say thanks again. I appreciate the Rotary Club and the generosity that this club has given to us. And hope you guys all have a great lunch.
Oh, when is he going to stand there?
Fantastic. Next up, Staff Sergeant Krishana Hall, Front Center. She's over there. Well, give her a big round of applause, please.
Hello, everyone. Okay. Hello, everyone. I'm Staff Sergeant Kashana Hall. Thanks for setting the bar really high. So I've been in the Air Force about 7 years now. The goal is to make it a career as well. I'm public health. Think anything prevention wise, education wise, that's the biggest part of my job. We've sent a lot of members out recently, so I was a big part of that as well, just making sure that they had all the medicines that they needed, all the immunizations that they needed before going, and that they have information on where they're actually going so that they can be fully prepared. That's pretty much it for me. Thank you guys for everything that you do. It's very appreciated.
All right. Yeah, she's been busy with what's been going on over the Middle East, that's for sure. Next up, we have Staff Sergeant Jan Maurice. Come on up.
All right, first of all, I'm going to keep this short and sweet because I'm a terrible public speaker. But I just want to say thank you guys for the recognition and the honor of allowing us to be here and share this lunch with you all. Keep it short. I am Staff Sergeant Jan Maurice. I'm about 7 years in the Air Force Reserves. I'm actually a technician, so not only am I on the reserve side, but I am a federal technician serving in the civil service. So I just kind of bounce around in both fields and try to keep the uniform to a minimum. But I'd like to just thank you again. Thank you for having us, and thank you.
All right, next up, Senior Airman Tristan Gator. Come on up. Let's give him a big hand, round of applause.
Good afternoon, everyone. First of all, thank you for everything that you do. It's an honor to be here. I'm Senior Airman Witzel. I'm a aircraft maintainer for the F-9, and I've been in the Air Force for 6 years, 5 years in Vegas, and I'm actually PCSing to Shepherd to be an instructor, and deployed twice. I think that's everything for me. I'm currently a UDM. I work closely with public health, so we deploy people, equipment, and everything. And it's been a very busy month for us. And thank you.
And last but by no means least, Senior Airman Marcus Anderson. Come on up. Okay.
Well, hello. Good afternoon. First, I will mimic everything that they have said. I appreciate you guys. It's been an honor, and I greatly appreciate you guys for what you have done for us. So, showcasing us, that's an amazing thing, and it's awesome. So I appreciate you. Senior Airman Anderson, I just joined the military 3 years ago, so I'm probably the newest out of the 5, besides maybe the Senior Airman that just spoke. But I joined when I was 40. So I turned 40 my first week of DMT. I do not recommend. Don't do that. It's not fun. I was in a room of 42 airmen, and yeah, I was 40 and they were all like 17 and 18. Didn't really work out that well, but I'm here now, so I appreciate it, right? It works out, I guess. So I am vehicle maintenance by trade. This guy, Staff Sergeant Booker, he sends his trainees out to mess up the vehicles, and they send them to me, and we fix them. That's my job. But I'm currently on a special duty. I do protocols, so actually events like these where distinguished guests come out and we host events. I set up the flags, I do itineraries, I make sure they have to travel, they're watching, things like that. So that's what I'm doing now, and I love it. It's amazing. So again, I'll say I appreciate you guys. Thank you once again, and there you go.
Can we get all the winners to come back up real quick for a photo, please?
Together?
All right, one more big round of applause for all of our Russell Award winners.
Thank you. Okay, so out of that group, we have a motivational speaker and a comedian that we're going to invite back. So it was a great group. People keep dropping my pen. Okay. We check the time. We got like 60 minutes. We're going to go right into announcements. And again, please keep them brief. We've had to downsize. Tom, can we go ahead and take the microphone to past President Tony Kern? I know I caught you midstream taking a bite.
Thank you. I was hoping that you just passed me by.
I know.
Last Saturday, absolutely amazing. 3 clubs and some of their members participated for a total of 11 people at Touch a Truck. Despite the wind, despite the cold, every single imaginable kind of truck was there. I understand attendance was down a little bit due to the wind, but it was a great time, and hopefully if we do it again next year, more of you will join because it's an absolute blast. You will never see a cleaner Republic trash truck in your life. And also next week, thank you to the 18 people that have signed up for the Green Our Planet Student Farmers Market. We will have over 20 people there. I still don't have the exact start time. Orientation was yesterday, but they failed to give me that, so I will have an email out to you by tomorrow. So show up, and if you can't, just let me know. Thank you.
Thank you. Gwen Hall, right behind you.
This coming Tuesday, the 21st, is the next Breakfast with Books at Beckley, 7:30, 8:30 at Hollingsworth. We really do need your help at Beckley. Stu seems to be able to handle most everything at Hollingsworth.
Thank you. Stu, do you have anything to add, sir? Okay, we're good. All right, let's give the microphone. Dan Howard.
Thank you. Good afternoon, Rotarians. Tomorrow night is Wine to Water. You are all invited. Randy Donald's house. Wonderful evening. We are going to have Rotarian-made wine. We're going to do a row down, so bring your hat and boots. Alistair Harrison, you're both welcome. You might be the first person we have to card at one of these events, but do bring your ID.
Okay, next up, depending on where they're sitting, we have, take your choice. We have Greg, we have Kimberly, we have Larry Goldstein, and we have Randall. Randall, right there. Why don't you raise your hand?
Hello, Rotarians. May 29th through June 4th, we have incoming guests on a friendship exchange from India. We're looking for backup hosts, individuals that want to help out with activities, volunteer for activities, accompany our guests, share with them our culture, our city. If you're interested, please get in touch with me.
Thank you. Sign-ups in the Green Book. Kimberly, thank you.
I want to make you all aware that we have our Las Vegas Youth Exchange Weekend, April 30th to May 2nd. If anybody is interested in hosting 1 or 2 students, and I'm also looking for volunteers that want to work or walk with us on the strip on Friday and Saturday. Thank you.
Thank you. And then where is Greg, PE, Greg McGuire sitting right there?
Thank you. Before I begin, I just on the way over here, I got news. If you remember, Holly was here from St. Rose a couple weeks ago. and the Dominican Sisters out of Adrian, Michigan. A longtime Rotarian friend of the family passed away today on my way over here. Former mayor of Adrian, Michigan, former president of the Adrian Rotary Club. So if I could just get a moment of silence just to remember him today. Greg Dumars, thank you. Rotarians are with us all over the world, and he made a huge impact in that community, and just as you all are doing here as well. So your service is appreciated. Now I'm going to switch gears and talk about the upcoming fundraiser we are doing. The community Las Vegas Rotary Club Celebrate America 250 at the Springs Preserve on May 16th. You can see the information's on the table in the back. Still looking for sponsors. Karen, I wrote down here that we raised $18,500,000 this past week. Close? Off by decimals. $18,500. We've already raised $18,500. We have 89 tickets sold. We need more people to show up, volunteer in the Green Book, and just check out what's in the back there. Thank you.
Thank you. And Larry Goldstein.
Good afternoon, fellow Rotarians. Real quick, the lawn tree, our winner of the four-way speech contest, will be competing this Saturday morning, 8:30, in Office Building right by IKEA. It's the Southern Nevada region. There'll be 6 contestants, and she told me a couple days ago she has been memorizing and she is ready to win. So if you are four-way speech contest interested, Saturday morning, 8:30, I'll give you the details.
All right, Rosalie next, I got her covered, and then David Jones, who's gonna get a fine, who just asked me to announcement.
So I'm just going to make the announcement tomorrow. We just found out we are doing the Down Sober competition. So it'll be at Palo Verde High School, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, right when school gets out. Anybody that's on that end of town, come and support us. We're in the band room. Tomorrow at 2.
Okay, hi everyone. So you all know that I am the chair of the corporate membership team. So we are supporting West Care again this year with our suit drive. And I wanted to let everyone know what the parameters are. If you haven't already read it in your inbox, in your email, please do so. But we are collecting lightly used men's and women's suits. The delivery you would bring to a meeting here. It needs to be on a hanger. And then pickup is going to be done by West Care. They're going to come here and pick them up. So we have the little notes that you will write, a little message of inspiration, and attach it to the suit. So something very short and simple seems meaningless to us, but this is huge to the people who get these suits. And they really enjoy reading the notes. So please make sure that you get these. Sean will be holding on to these for us. Second of all, each announcements will begin obviously today, and they will carry through to the 30th. And then the project ends on 5/7, just prior to Mother's Day. So this event seems like it's odd that we're including men, but we are, because they support the women in helping to make sure their children are carrying forward in life in the ways that they need to and provide for them. So thank you all for your support. This is our 3rd annual time we are now doing this.
All right, guys. The surprise and delight is visible to all of you. And while you're figuring that out, I want to congratulate Rampur for being the member spotlight. Great article, Tina Bishop. Thank you so much. You're in the wheel. Why are you looking at me like this? You're in the wheel. Do you not read the wheel? Put that wheel in front of him. And you guys, there is so much work that goes into that. You all better be reading that. Tina works her tail off on that thing. Go look. You're going to find next week. I got to move on. And then Chris Darnell is our say hello in the wheel. So say hello. So another great wheel. Thank you, Tina Bishop. Whoever has a surprise and delight, please make your way to the podium because I am getting ready to turn this microphone over to Rosalie to introduce past President Steve Casey. Oh, and I forgot the raffle. Sean forgot it. No. While you're still figuring that out, we need to move quickly for a chance to pull the Joker. It's over $2,700. The ticket is 4697185.
Stay here, girl. Stay here.
Look! See, it pays to show up.
Yes. By the stage. Thank you. All right. Let me do stage here. Liz has the surprise and delight. But hold on, please.
I know. Dang. Lowry Bucks, 4697159. If that's Brock, I'm going to be really upset. Yay, Larry. Oh, see, Larry, it pays to be here. I'm sorry, but it's great to see you. Here you go. No, it's fine material, fine material. Okay, Liz, come up here, girls, so we can get right into our speaker. I have bought a Scrivener London beautiful pen, and you need to read that. I know it's small.
I'm an instrument of words, and my grip breaks stories heard. I am mightier than the sword, and a lifeline for those who can't be ignored. What am I?
You go. Okay, Rosalie, over to you. I need to stop and eat and drink.
So, over to you.
Okay, everyone, so it is my pleasure as the president of the foundation and also the chair of the speaker program to have Steve Casey speak to us today about the foundation. Selected this topic primarily because we get asked a lot of questions about our foundation. We also have a lot of members who do not understand what our foundation does and how it does help provide for our programs and services that we do in the community. So I would like to welcome Steve to come and give us a wonderful education on it.
Steve.
Better be good.
Can somebody escort Brock out of the room? Okay, the first thing I'd like to do, Stu, is
You gotta lift that up.
like to start out with a video that highlights some of the extraordinary things that we do, because we are ordinary people doing extraordinary things. I'll be back up after that's through. Oh, there you go.
So we went through this really long process to come up with our mission. And our thought was, if we have kind of a primary area of focus, that would really let us reach our potential of the good that we can do in our communities. And we've centered a lot of our works around children, and therefore there was a natural evolution for us to focus on a mission that involved some aspect of the needs of children. What we really needed to be about was teaching young people to succeed through literacy, education, and life skills. so many of the things that we had done for the last several decades pointed in that direction. It was a natural fit.
We've been able to completely change the lives of thousands of children at Walter Bratton and now at Walter Long and also at Will Beck. I do believe that the solution to our biggest problems in education lies at the elementary level, at the point where they're just becoming those initial readers. It really is about the culture that we create in the schools to promote education and literacy and enthusiasm for learning and high student engagement. Taking over Walter Long, as I walked into the school, the perception was that of a prison. White walls, a chute that the children walked down into school and parents not allowed in. We changed all of it. It's a completely different space. It's colorful, it's engaging, it's got book characters and Dr. Seuss and powerful quotes that you're awesome and smile and work together as a team and collaborate. Changing the climate, it changes everything. We were able to completely turn that school around, and it really traces back to Rotary, all stemming from going to a Rotary lunch and having Alan Diskin from Junior Achievement ask me if I could keep 250 people busy for 4 hours if they gave us $20,000 of support. It completely changed everything for me as a leader in knowing that you have a whole team of people in the community that will come in and you can work together, and in 4 hours you can change a whole school. And so now you get kids that walk in and instead of drudging through the halls, they're smiling, they're skipping, they're high-fiving, they're engaged in their environment and the climate. Everybody just chips in. And the kids see that. They see that team. They know that they're not alone. They know that everybody wants them to be successful. That message alone is incredibly powerful.
I guess I can't really say how we could do it without Rotary.
A lot of our students here, they don't have a lot. They'll open up their lunch bag and they'll have a big Ziploc bag of Fruit Loops and a little container of crackers, and that's their lunch. They're hungry. They're really hungry. A lot of our families have 3-4 families living in an apartment.
They awarded me $2,900 for this science lab because we didn't have enough money for science materials.
We do experiments like we put water in a cup, put light over it, and see how if we can make precipitation and condensation around the cup. We put the stickers on these to remember us that the Rotary Club gave us them.
Well, I just think every school needs a Rotary Club. We've been able to completely change the lives of thousands of children.
Rotary Nevada is just beginning its 14th year. It started off as a small dream from a librarian and a teacher in Clark County School District. And the wish to place books into the homes of at-risk children has now evolved into distributing books to over 38,000 children every single month. What we do is work to put those books into their hands and into their homes so that they can create their very own home libraries. We know that children learn to love reading or if they own their own books. The dedication that the Rotary has shown in the form of just support and volunteerism has been tremendous. We've heard time and time again that not only are the children that we serve learning how to read better, they are also teaching their parents how to read.
So we have the first assembly, and there are a couple of teachers who are right there. And they're talking about how there was this group of kids who got their books and then immediately went and sat under a tree and started reading. It really showed that the approach that Spread the Word Nevada has of sparking passion inside of children for reading works.
There was even a little girl that ran up to us afterwards with her book bag and threw her arms around us and said, "This is the very best day of my whole entire life."
Las Vegas Rotary sends 16 students that are interviewed and selected to attend a weekend challenge camp where the kids go through a number of different challenges that they do individually, as a group, and on a whole. The experience while they're there will test them in a little bit of
their ethics, their upbringing, things that they were not anticipating and that they never get from just going to school day in, day out.
It's just fascinating to see these kids grow over the course of 2 to 3 days.
And one of the things I think they really take away from going to camp on the weekend is what it's like to be a leader, what it really takes, and what those challenges are in their life ahead of them.
I feel like a leader every single day I walk into that classroom. And not only then, I feel like a leader every single moment. We had all these great counselors and the Rotarians. They were all very helpful, and they helped us grow into, leaders that we are right now.
The most important part of what their weekend is learning about who they are. They actually realize, strip down, and are vulnerable in many different labs. That gives them insight as to who they really are.
The biggest thing I took away from Rotary and TLC was to let go of those mental hecklers that I have, because I have the biggest mental heckler, in my opinion, that is I'm never good enough in school, in my looks. So I've learned to let that go and be who I am, and people don't judge you on your looks. They judge you on your intellect, on your personality.
If these are the kids in our future, we're in good hands.
Our club appreciates our military, and we realize that there are a lot of unsung heroes. There are people out at Nellis Air Force Base that are never recognized for their contributions.
We recognize every quarter 5 young airmen from all of the military that's located here in our local community.
Those people receive basically a night on the town.
Show tickets out on the town and vouchers that they can use for a hotel room if they want to have a staycation with their family. It's just a small way for us to say to them, thank you for serving us, and thank you for your continued dedication to our country.
Santa Claus has now become a very large program that serves the needs of children throughout the Las Vegas Valley. Our goal is to provide winter clothing, shoes, and socks to children who don't have them. There are children in this valley that come to our program to shop with our Rotarians and volunteers that literally have holes in their shoes. And when we first started, there was only 35 kids that shopped with us. And in this last year, we had 317 children shopping at 3 malls simultaneously. It's a program that not only provides clothing, however, it also provides mentoring through our Rotarians and volunteers, their family members and co-workers shopping with the kids, helping to guide them to make good purchases for winter clothing. Rather than one large purchase, they can buy several pairs of pants, let's say, and a jacket and some shoes and socks.
Good eye. Okay, that's what's on.
And after that's done, the mentoring continues over at UNLV, where we have football players, soccer players, cheerleaders out on the field. They play on the sports field for about an hour. And after that, they're brought into the lead auditorium where they're given a lunch. They're also given a talk by usually the UNLV president welcomes them with a couple of nice talks from various guest speakers. And then after that, we give them a choice of a soccer ball, basketball, or football on the way out of their mornings. So our goal is to first and foremost clothe them for winter, but also give them an experience that they'll remember for a long time.
I got some shoes too. Sweatshirts, some sweatpants, sweats. I got some pajamas. A jacket. I bought a dress that I wear on Christmas. Some plaid shirts that are plaid stripes. And Spider-Man
That's the excitement that these kids feel of getting new clothes for the first time in many cases.
For them to come to JCPenney is a big day for them.
This is awesome. I've never been to JCPenney's before.
But these children, some of them, have never shopped for anything new before. This is, in many cases, it's their first new pair of shoes, their first new pair of pants, their first anything new. So we're giving them experiences not only for shopping, but the interaction between Rotarians trying to do good in the community and mentoring them.
Sky I met, she's the most probably sweetest girl with the best manners. I've never seen somebody her age. She's 10. You would never know she's 10 because she has the best manners. And she has this style and taste from her older sister. Her sister's 18. And she really knew what she wanted, and she got to pick a lot of things that she enjoyed. I heard this one kid say, I hate being here, but at the end of the day, I heard him say, I love being here with my sugar.
We had a Rotarian a couple of years ago that had sadly recently lost his father. And he really didn't have the Christmas spirit, he had told me, going into the program. But he went to Santa Claus because he knew it was important to help the kids. And after he was done shopping, and the night of our Christmas party, he came up to me, and it was like he had almost been, reborn, if you will. He was so heartwarmed with the little girl that they shopped with, and he said it helped him to get through the passing of his father. The experience really is not only for the children, it's for the Rotarians themselves to experience what giving back to the community can be, and it's a direct instant gratification when you see the smiles on those children.
Those smiles at the end of the day that just they warm your heart and bring a tear to your eye. To me, it's better than Christmas Day. It's the best day of the year.
Sky told me that the best part of her day was sharing it with me so far. And it was really sweet.
It just makes me feel very fortunate with my family and so lucky that I can help some other children out.
I tell you, it makes you feel great. And we talk about Rotary, this is what it's all about. This is great.
Makes us feel, you know what, anything that we have wrong in our house, it's insignificant because this is what it's all about.
That Rotary Club, one of the students said on the bus right here, that Rotary Club really loves us, don't they? And I said, yes, they do.
This little girl, toward the end of our shopping day, said to me, she says, thank you very much. This is really great. And she looked very concerned. And she said, why would you do this for me? I said, because you matter to us.
I don't know about you, but every time I watch that thing, I get emotional. And the video is titled What We Do, but I think you get a sense of why. We can go to it. I guess I gotta do it. There we go. Okay. My program today will hopefully explain how we do what we do. We are part of a global network which gives us respect and credibility. Rotary International uses the Rotary Foundation to fund its worldwide projects. Paul Harris and Polio Plus are some of those that are funded by the Rotary Foundation. Our Las Vegas Rotary Club uses the Las Vegas Rotary Foundation to do extraordinary things locally. This is a copy of the chart at each of your places, and it explains the relationship between the club and the foundation and the responsibilities of each. And the source, this was drawn from information that's in the back of the roster. If you go to the bylaws section, everything that this shows is in print in the roster section, or the back of the roster and the bylaws. Gotta learn how to manage these papers. So the Las Vegas Rotary Club and the foundation work together to serve our community. They are separate legal entities, and they have distinct and separate functions. The club does the meetings, the social events, fundraising and projects, and community service. The foundation does charitable activities, donations, investment policy, and distribution policy. The Las Vegas Rotary Club is a 501c4 nonprofit. It's tax exempt because it improves the community and promotes social welfare. It follows Rotary International guidelines and policies. But there is no direct charitable giving to the Rotary Club. The member dues support meetings, meals, events, club administration, but there is no charitable activity involved with the club. Nope. And then the foundation. The foundation is a 501c3 nonprofit raising and managing funds in pursuit of its mission objectives. And it's, we're missing part of the slide there, education and community service. It exists solely for the achievement of Las Vegas Rotary Foundation's mission objectives through club projects supporting our local community, Rotary District 5300, and national and international programs. There are two funds to accomplish these objectives. There are two funds to accomplish the objectives, the Annual Programs Fund, APF, and the Endowment Fund. The APF is a checking account. It receives donations and fundraiser revenue. It receives distributions from the Endowment Fund. It has restricted and unrestricted projects funds. Santa Claus would be an example of a restricted fund. The money's only, if you donate to that, the money goes just to Santa Claus. Approved project expenses are paid from APF. The endowment fund is the savings account. It receives the donations and fundraising revenue. It makes distributions to APF, and it's for the long-term support of the mission objectives. It holds the investments and investment income. Some of this stuff is cut off. The Board of Trustees has 9 voting members. 7 are elected to 7-year terms, and then the club president and president-elect fill out the rest of the voting members. There are also 6 senior members that are non-voting, and the current trustees are on the back cover of the wheel today, as in every week. The foundation is on secure footing and excellent future outlook due to the foresight of our founders in 1998, commitment and dedication of all who have served. And in 2015-16, we did a revision. We did a complete bylaws rewrite, and we established investment and distribution policy. The purpose of the endowment, investment, and distribution policy was to establish guidelines to manage the endowment fund investments, and it guides both the investment managers and the board of trustees. Our current investment manager is Northern Trust. The endowment, investment, and distribution policy goals and objectives are to grow the fund, after expenses, maintain purchasing power of the fund, manage the fund based on a total return, consistently make distributions, and to assure a time horizon of perpetuity. We want this to last forever. When we developed the investment and distribution policy, it required much research and due diligence by the trustees. We consulted with these bullet point items here: Cranwell and Pierce 10-year rolling historical rate of return chart, Nevada revised statutes, uniform prudent management of this institutional acts 2006, and sustainable spending for endowments and public foundations. There was a lot of effort and thought and research put into coming up with this policy. The investment policy determined that we needed a 7% rate of return, 1% annual expense assumption, 3% for rate of inflation, and a 3% desired rate of distribution. This achieves distributions and long-term growth. The asset allocation determined was 60% stocks and 40% bonds. This is the optimal allocation between risk and reward and to achieve the 7% rate of return. And actually the historical rolling rate of return, what we consulted said we should get around 8.9%. So we've got some margin. The endowment fund is the sum of the endowment base and the investment income. The endowment base is the total contribution since inception. In 2025, it was $1,920,000. It increases annually with the distributions or the donation between April 1st and March 31st. We don't have the figure yet on what the actual donations were as of March 15th, so I can't give you that particular number. I can give you the total of the endowment fund, but I can't break the base out at this point. The investment income is the growth of the return on the invested funds. It increases and decreases with market value fluctuations as of March 31st each year. The endowment-based philosophy guarantees, and this is a very important point, all donations add to the endowment base. Their donations will never be spent. Distributions come only from investment income, or the return on the investment. The endowment base acts as a hard stop. Distributions are made only when the endowment fund is greater than the endowment base. The endowment test, this was an important test in the early years when the investment income was a small percentage of the endowment fund. The investment income is now almost 50-50, and it's growing. So it's unlikely that this test will stop any future distributions. And historically, we didn't have to stop any distributions. We were able to make distributions all the way through. To determine the distribution amount, we take, if the endowment fund balance is greater than the endowment base, we can distribute up to 3% of a 3-year rolling average of the endowment fund balance as of March 31st. Using the 3-year rolling average minimizes the market fluctuations. This policy is consistent with a time horizon of perpetuity. The trustees consent to funding of club projects when the club board has previously approved a project and when it conforms with Internal Revenue Code, Nevada State nonprofit laws, foundation bylaws, investment and distribution policy, and mission objectives. Trustees are not required to consent to fund projects. The annual distribution is deposited in the annual programs fund to pay for expenses of approved local club projects only. Projects expenses are paid directly from that account. The club is not involved in payments. The club never takes possession of foundation money. Now the exciting part. I'm trying to be exciting. Sorry about that. You can only do so much with one subject. Right? Okay, here it is. Okay, this is the endowment fund annual distributions chart for the last 10 years. And if you look down at the bottom, 2026, this is in President-elect Gregg's year, we will be able to distribute over $100,000. That's the first time that that's ever happened. And if you look at the chart, you got 51,000 in 2017. You got more than twice of that in 10 years. So you just see like an exponential growing of this. And some of you may be around when that distribution amount actually hits $1 million. In a very few years, it's going to be $200,000. And on the 2026 endowment fund balance, there's almost $4 million. Well, I'm happy to report to you that as of today, I got firsthand knowledge that it is over $4 million right now. And the total distributions in 15 years is over $1 million. So we passed another big mark there. So things are great, absolutely great. Now, on the reverse side of the handout, where the chart was, there is a sheet that gives you different ways you can contribute. One is you're going to get an annual pledge form in a few weeks to help Greg make his budget for next year. And that's the annual pledge form. In the yellow, you've got the Las Vegas Rotary Foundation. And in the orange, you've got the Rotary International Foundation. Think yellow, okay? Not that you should ignore the orange, but also we have the Heritage Society, the Benefactor, the Chabritti Fellow, and the Memorial. If you want to recognize a recently departed Rotarian. The other way that you can do this is you can contribute to the Celebrate America 250. We've talked about this project. It's our annual major fundraiser. And based on the number that Greg just announced, about, was it 17 or 18,000? 18.5. Based on what I've been able to figure out on the amounts and the sponsorships and so forth, we're about halfway to the maximum based on the sponsorships we have. That's great. So the net proceeds of this go to the endowment fund. There are three things that are needed for the success of our club, our foundation, and our major fundraiser. Three things: time, talent, and treasure. If you feel you're not able to contribute in one or more of those areas, recruit a sponsor. Find a neighbor, a friend that can help. But it's going to take all of us to get there. This is going to be a big project. It's not just donating the money, which is very important, obviously. We still have to run the project. So volunteer, attend, sell tickets, do what you can, but jump in. Your help is really needed. Now, in order to help get that along the way, some of you know that I'm a photographer. For many years, I have combined my love of photography with my love for hiking and backpacking. Dan is here to help me.
So far removed. That's really good for Vanna.
I have produced an 80-page coffee table book titled Special Places Utah, which highlights places I've been fortunate to visit and photograph. Most of these places are a bit difficult to reach, take a little effort to get there. So not everyone's going to have an opportunity to see them, but you can in my book. This is not a commercial enterprise, by the way. I just want you to know that. This is just something I do for a hobby. I would like to contribute a copy of this book to each of the first 4 people who are willing to be a sponsor at the $250 level for the Celebrate America 250 or more. We'll take more than 250 if you want to be a bigger sponsor. But I will point out that I have, okay, you guys remember who you are. There are 2 things I should point out to you here. That I've already had one person donate $500 sponsorship level for one of these books. And another person, after seeing it for the first time, ordered 25 copies to distribute to family and friends. So I guess what I'm trying to say is I think you'll enjoy the book. But you get, with a $250 sponsor, you get 2 tickets, you get the book, and you help the foundation. So, okay. So, well, I guess you can outbid, but I want you to consider this about your donations to the foundation. The other day I talked to a sponsor, and I was trying to explain to him, and he had already committed to being the It was a red Patriot level, $5,000 level. And I was completely blown away that this guy would donate that kind of money. But I felt it was important to explain to him what his donation means. And the gist of it is that any endowment fund that you give will keep giving in perpetuity. And the impact is incalculable. There's no way you can figure it out. It's there forever. And so it's a good thing. Anyway, I appreciate your time and attention. Thank you very much.
No, got really loud. So I know I had to dig out my agenda there. I got you, girl. We have some time for Q&A, so please raise your hand if you have questions about that, about the club, the foundation, and photography.
Hey Steve, this isn't a question. I just wanted to remind everybody that the 2026 federal tax law allows an above-the-line charitable deduction, so you could be generous and also get a tax benefit, $1,000 for an individual, $2,000 for a couple. So please give and please deduct it.
And I would like to point out that the information that Larry has just provided is just a sample of what he helped us do in 2015-16. There were two people that helped get all this stuff done. So we had an endowment, investment, and distribution policy. Larry is one of them, and Randy Campanelli is the other. And I can't thank them enough for what they did for the club, for the foundation, for what we do. So I'd like to give them again. Any other questions?
Do all Rotary clubs have foundations?
Oh.
No, if you read the article on the front page, one of the things I point out there is that very few. I tried to do a research, come up with a number, figure out how many. But based on what I got, there are very few Rotary clubs that have a foundation, and there are even fewer that have the assets that we have. So we are unique, and we can make ourselves more unique by increasing the foundation. Right.
Back to Steve's Special Places Utah. I was a beneficiary, thank you, Tom, of one of those books. The very following day, traveled up to Utah and had some people staying in the campsites next to us who were from Illinois, had never been out west. Showed them the book, let them keep it overnight, and they ended up extending their trip to southern Utah by a week.
Hi, everyone. So I just want to make a comment about some people wonder, like, how do you get to be on the board of the foundation? So from a leadership role, I'd like to point out that if you're interested in a role with the leadership of the foundation, I would highly recommend that you get involved in a club, that you run a project, that you explicit out to everyone what your skills are. And people that are selected for this role are viewed from a distance. So just take that in mind if you want to long-term build your leadership role in the club. This is the way to do it. I can tell you from my experience being on the foundation, I have learned a tremendous lot of information. So about our club, it's expanded my knowledge of our club, and it's given me more skills to be able to promote our organization throughout the community. So highly recommend that you start thinking about it, but you got to do the work.
Got time for one more?
Yes,
Go
we
ahead.
do. We do.
Thank you, Steve. That was really nice. I actually have a question regarding the Heritage Society. And is that just a matter of making the amendment to your will or trust and showing proof of that? So it wouldn't even affect any of us today, but clearly.
Larry, pay attention to this question.
And is there a minimum percentage?
Yeah, you can talk to your attorney about it, talk to Larry about it, and if you have something like that, you can make the 401k, make the name of beneficiary, that kind of, any of those investments.
Yes.
Mike?
Yeah, as a member of the foundation, I just wanted to give you a couple quick stats. Of the $4 million that we have, it only really came from about $600,000 in donation. The rest has been the compounding of our donations and the interest over time, right? Over the 25 years we've been doing that. And we've had about 217 donors, about 80 of which are current donors. And again, this is different than a Paul Harris donation. So we have about 80 members of our club that have donated to the foundation, which means there's a number of us that have not. Because and so you can go on the website today, and we'd like to try by the end of Janice's term, and have everybody have donated just $5, at least $5. So there's about, I think, 40 of us that haven't donated $5. So if you'll do that, to say that everybody participates at least $5 in the foundation, that would be fantastic.
I thought it would be interesting. I was looking through the minutes of the foundation as I was preparing all this stuff. And I believe, I guess what I'd like to ask is anybody that has been on the foundation board, if you would stand, because I believe there are a whole lot more people in this club that have been involved with the foundation than we realize. Randy, Brock, you guys get up, Tom. And those are just the people that are here today. Thank you.
Oh, let me bring this down here. So, thank you. All that preparation, all that education, I can't thank you enough. We have two people that also wanted your photography books that didn't get one today that we recorded. Randy Campanelli, past president Randy Campanelli, Larry Cohn, I think, as well. So thank you. We owe you books and you owe us stuff in return. And Steve, of course, we've made a donation to the Just One Project in your name. Thank you for your commitment, your education, your leadership, everything. You are a stellar Rotarian. So, and then I know you have this, but you get another one. Because, Greg, how many pallets do we have?
$250 for this.
We should play a joke on our guests, like you must, come forward for this. But anyway, I think he just gave it back to me. Anyways, we thank you so much. And to adjourn our meeting, being part of Rotary isn't just about service. It's about showing up, taking action, and creating lasting change. I am grateful to this journey with such dedicated, inspiring Rotarians. Thank you so much. Meeting adjourned.
Now I'm going to tell